coming to you live from the great state of Kentucky. Is it where they invented Kentucky Fried Chicken? Well, any case, happy Friday, everybody, and welcome.
I'm riding in my RV, wherever I want to be, 'cause I'm free in my RV, yeah.
Let me tell you, I had to have some coffee because it's been an exciting couple of days. But oh man, it's been how should I put it? By the way, beautiful day out there. Check it out. This is what it looks like outside our window here. And yeah, this afternoon I decided, to take a quick nap, and a quick nap. It turned out I woke up half an hour ago, so I'm not entirely fully awake yet. But it's been such a great time. Yesterday we had the Cincinnati meetup. Even though it was a little bit of a rainy day, we had a good turnout. We had a couple from the UK. We had people from West Virginia. We had a young couple who were traveling for business. They're from Texas, and they happened to be in Indiana, and they decided to make a detour just to come to the meetup. So yeah, it was great. It was great. I mean, we as usual we shut down the place. So so let me start reading some of your comments here. I haven't recuperated my voice yet from the meetup, and oh man, no, just a random notification. Hoping Elon is working today. Happy Friday, Mr. Jim in DC. By the way, Lucky Dog Productions moderators, thank you for moderating. Thank you for being here always. Same as the RV DJ, keeping us hydrated. And Jim in DC, happy Friday. Jim Foster, uh, Goom. Oh man. Anyway, uh, Ivan K. I usually join Robert for one, but I'm out and about and I don't want to miss any of the show. LOL. Oh, cool. And Goombas is here. Cheers. Hello from Bill and Sherry in Georgia. And Dylan Reynolds. All right, everybody. Welcome to tonight's live stream. Let's hope the internet is working today, and let's hope the best. And let's have some drinks. Yes. And I have some drinks to show you and some drinks to drink. Which, by the way, no Starlink tonight, thanks to this beautiful tree here, right next to my campsite. Um, I mean, there's the distances between sites in this campground are huge, and I could potentially put it on the other side, like far away, and I might get something, but I didn't want to risk it because we're getting decent LTE here, as you can see. It seems to be working well, so. Yeah, it's and I'm using my unlimited IS payment, which goes through Verizon, so we're good. We're getting good signal here. So the bar is officially open. Thank you, Sonny. I thought you never asked. And today I'm gonna have a beer from the brewery where we did the live stream, the meetup last night, which, as I was saying, we closed down the place as we usually do. We started at 6:30, and time flies when you're having fun. Before I knew it, it was almost 10 p.m. and and I hear last call, last. I'm like, really? So it was a lot of fun. This is it's called. It was from Rebel Metal Brewery, and they are located in downtown Cincinnati. And this is actually not an IPA. They didn't have a proper IPA. This is an IPL, India style pale lager, but it was good. It's like a hoppy lager. I don't know how to explain it, but it's good. But it's definitely a lager style beer. It's not an ale. I have an IPA there just in case we run long today. Don't tell mom. Hey, Mr. CLT, thank you for being here. Thank you for promoting the website. And hello to you and Andrea and the children. Paul West, hi Robert, first time on this chat. And Jim in DC, the temps in DC are normal. Robert isn't in town. Coincidence? I don't know, man. I have a portable harp array, and I don't know. It's been rainy here. It's been raining on and off. It seems the weather is gonna improve, but was that a new truck I just saw? I don't know. I don't know. I'll have to ask my neighbors if that's a new truck, but that's not mine. A new truck is coming. It's just patience. It's a virtue that in my older years I'm starting to get. And Oliver DeVries, greetings from Pleasant Hill, California. Kevin Bentley, happy Friday to you, Pelican heads. I'm gonna send you a message, Kevin, because I forgot to shave. Anywho, the camera is not 4K, so you probably can't tell. We may have a date for Kansas City, so maybe we can do like a little meetup or something. What do you think? We shouldn't complain about the trees too much. Elon will have them all removed. I would rather him build a satellite that goes through trees. I know it's a radio frequency, right? It's a science. Jim Foster, last call at 10 p.m. Yeah, last call at 10 p.m. Isn't that too early? But this is, it's a downtown brewery, maybe downtown Cincy on a Friday, on a Thursday night isn't as active. I don't know. We'll see. And Yvette Caraballo, hello, Robert. Here for a bit before we head out to celebrate our daughter Erica's birthday, who turns 35 today. Well, say happy birthday to your daughter, and you guys can't possibly be old enough to have a 35-year-old daughter. I met you. Matthew Hughes, thank you for that super chat. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. What color truck? Well, if all goes well, the truck is sitting in a shipyard in Siloa, Mexico. By the way, that's your truck update of the day, and it's silver. It's a silver Silverado, and one of these days, I'll introduce it to you. I haven't bought it yet. It's just that's if the truck gets here and everything works out, that's the. uh, are you going to Powell Campground in Clearwater National Forest? Lewis and Clark were there September 15, 1805, to witness how the locals were catching fish on the Loxa River. It's not on the. Let me add it to the map right now. Make sure it's on the map. Uh, it's in Idaho. Okay, yeah, I'm definitely going there. Um, Powell Campground in Lolo, Idaho. Is that where it is? Well, I had something right next to it, which is Powell Ranger Station. So I'm gonna see if I can stay at Powell Campground. Yeah, it's right on the in the Loxa River. Yep. Yeah, definitely. Thank you always for most of the what I've done on this trip is based on your recommendations, and I'm sorry that I wasn't able to. I didn't do a podcast today this week. It's been that kind of week, busy. I covered many miles. I've seen. By the way, I went to Pittsburgh. For those of you who follow me on Instagram, you saw I found the marker. I found the marker of the where Lewis and Clark they supposedly departed. I went down there is by the convention center, and that's supposedly when they where Lewis departed. He wasn't with Clark yet, We're gonna meet the point where he joined Clark in a couple of days, and that is in coincidentally Clarksville, Kentucky. I wonder if they named the town after him. All right, let me read some of your comments. No audio? We have no audio? Don't tell me that I've been talking here with no audio. Who says no audio? Check, check, check. 1, 2. No, yeah, we have audio. We have audio. Get up and go lifestyle. Robert, you slow mo. The garbanzo bean explosion was amazing. Yeah, remember that? And hey, Papa Drew is here. Happy Friday, Robert. We're still in Flagstaff, Arizona. Don't forget, it looks like Mark and myself and James are doing a meetup in the queue this year. Join us. We'll have Starlink, so high speed, no problem. We got you. No, I'm going to Quartzsite, and I also have Starlink, and there are no trees in Quartzsite, so we should be fine. Now I wonder if we all deploy our dishes at the same time in the same spot. Will that mess up everybody's speed? We'll see. John Gillis, thank you for the super chat. Good evening, John, Donna, and Phoenix. Well, thank you for the super chat, and thank you for being here, Jeffrey DiBartolo. Hello there. Thoughts on the shooting in Texas? It's horrible. There's nothing else I can say on that. We are still on the Mom and Illy cooking show. We're still on. Well, there's gonna be a Mom and Robert cooking show soon, for sure. That's gonna be probably the Monticello episode. Big Smoke, have a good night from Libya. Libya in Northern Africa. Oh my gosh. And look who's here. Armando Correa, thank you for that super chat. I still have my falsetto. I don't have my regular voice, but I have falsetto. Hi, Robert and Ellie and Mom, watching your live show at the campground in Lake George RV in upstate New York. Well, enjoy a Memorial Day weekend, everybody. By the way, the beginning of the camping season, and you can tell here. I'm not. I'll show you like real quick because I don't want to disturb, but this campground is packed to the gills. That's my neighbors there. It looks like it's all the weekenders. Really, really looking forward to having a good time. So it's certainly the beginning of the camping season. Yvette Caraballo, haven't been here for a while. We've been busy packing, moving next month, a new steel address. Liliana Drive, okay. Your mom has some dance moves. Yes, she did. My mom, she says she liked to dance a lot when she was young, but my dad had 2 left feet, so you know how it is. Neon Pony going to be around 108 here in Phoenix today. Well, welcome to the summer in Arizona. Actually, it's very nice out. I have the AC just for air circulation. I don't want to have the windows open. I don't want to, and that's why I did it inside too. This campground is so packed, and everybody's outside. It's and that's what happens in cold areas like this up here, Ohio, in the Midwest in general. When the weather is nice like this, everybody goes out. I've noticed, and it's the weekend. It's the weekend, and understandably, everybody is going to be outside and having campfires and parties, and I'm just here to relax after a couple of hectic days, to be honest. Darlene Barcelo, thank you for that super chat. Hello, Robert. Good to see you after being away for a while. Well, welcome back. Welcome back. I knew you were down in my home state of Florida. Jimmy, Florida. Hey, neighbor. Hello from Fort White, at least a little east from you. Come by from some time. Let's get blazed. Actually, let me get a little bit of this IPL. Patrice Scatolin, hello from rainy Montreal. I love Montreal. I have to. There's so many places, so little time, but Montreal is one of those places that I want to visit. Robert from Papadru got the tour of the schoolie done for you to see the inside. Enjoy, man. Would love to hear your thoughts. Thank you. I'll check it out. Hey, Mr. Domo Arigato, Mr. Roboto is here. Lidia Ortiz. Hola, Robert. ¿Cómo estás? Muy bien. It's all good. It's all good here in somewhere in central northern Kentucky. Super chat. Thank you for that super chat from Stephanie Dean. Enjoy your weekend from Palm Bay, Florida. Lovely town, Palm Bay. Paul Kazanis, thank you for that super chat. Thank you. Thank you, Paul. Um, I'm not used to seeing you in a bald cap. Looks good. You know what happened? You know, I took that nap and then my hair wouldn't quite go back to its shape. And, you know, I don't usually wear a cap all that often. I should. Bruce Krantz. Hey, Robert, we crossed paths in West Virginia on our way to Myrtle Beach. Currently in Myrtle Beach State Park. Well, enjoy Myrtle Beach. I have to go to Myrtle Beach at some point soon. Mark Wiseman. Yes, last night was a lot of fun. Speaking of fun, let me show you all the stuff that I got because this was certainly a Christmas in what month are we in May? I don't even know what this is. When you're traveling long term like this, sometimes you get a little loopy, and it's been that kind of week where I haven't really had and I've been solo. Illy is in Miami, which is kind of it's added to that sense of weirdness to the whole thing, and I haven't really got much of a break any day. Today was my first kind of like down day, if you will, and tomorrow I think I'm gonna. We'll see because this is the thing. I was in Cleveland. I didn't get to see much in Cleveland, and I'm not gonna tell you exactly where I am, but I'm a short drive from Cleveland, and I might go into Cleveland tomorrow in the afternoon, just to take some pictures in downtown area. I said Cleveland, pleasantly surprised, has a beautiful skyline. It's one of those cities. There's a building that kind of remotely looks like one in Louisville, so I'm going to compare both skylines. But Cleveland has a beautiful skyline right there on the Ohio River. So let me show you. Let me show you what I got. Actually, from the Wisemans, I got some local Clevelandian delicacies. Most originally this Skyline original chili, which I've been reliably informed that it contains cinnamon. We got La Rosa's original pasta sauce and Montgomery Inn barbecue sauce, which I'm probably gonna try tomorrow. I'm gonna grill something tomorrow, most likely, and I'm gonna give it a try. And you see what else? We've got some chocolates here, and then the nice couple who visited from the UK, which by the way, all the way from the UK. I mean, they didn't come here because of me. They're doing an extended 4 month vacation in the US. Dennis and Helen from Wells. They brought me three. They brought it with them all the way across the Atlantic. Muir IPA, Eden IPA, and Alba IPA. Some IPAs all the way from the UK. Brewed by St. Ives Brewery in St. Ives. This is so cool. So thank you all. Thank you all who stopped by the brewery. Some of this stuff I'm gonna wait until Illy returns so we can have them together. And there was something else. There was something else. What was it, Robert? Well, anywho, of all the things I've lost, it is my mind that means the most. Probably left it at Jim's car. I don't know. Probably no. There was something else that someone gave me. Anyway, uh, Nina Salt. Hi, Rebel. We just arrived from Wales, UK. From 2 fantastic weeks exploring Florida. Best holiday ever. Nina and Kieran. Hey, thank you. Enjoy Florida. Reming Passion. That's a lot of ingredients you have there. Traveling Robert. Perfect for another RV cooking show. Definitely will do one. Next thing I'll hear is cinnamon and pineapples on pizza. Well, pineapples, I don't know. Pineapple is wrong, but. Huh? Jim said, since. Did I say Cleveland by any chance? Cincinnati. They both start with a C, and they're both in Ohio, and I'm tired. Tim Lawson is where you're in Cincinnati, not Cleveland. Did I say Cleveland? I'm so sorry. At least I didn't say Idaho or something like off the wall. No, Cincinnati, Ohio, on the Ohio River. You need to put the Kentucky sticker on the map behind you. Yeah, I need to put a lot of stickers on the map behind me. I actually I might do it tonight. So why don't we open a WhatsApp group? That's a good idea. Bob Leach, hard to believe they made it on the flight with beer. There's a verdict release, please. Someone shout it out. If there's a verdict release, please. Um, I'm sure they put it on the not on the carry on, on the baggage. I mean, I've received beer from all over the world, even on the mail sometimes. So, do you think you could call your traveling with an electric F-150? The thing with electric, I may have to slow down a little bit, just because of the range, right? I'm not gonna be able to do like 400-mile days with an electric. Uh, I mean, yeah, I could. I don't know how long does it take to charge. So it depends. I wouldn't be opposed to an electric vehicle at some point. It's just a matter of the range would be like the my biggest fear for that. But we're I mean we're going into an electric world, so eventually you never know. I think a solution could be if we standardize the the electric vehicle batteries and they become removable. You go to a battery exchange place, and there's a machine. You park there, and the machine goes, bzzz, removes the battery, bzzz, gives you a brand new one charge, and you keep going. There's a solution right there. Gary Solden, thank you for that super chat, Solden. Thank you. Thank you. Paula requests singing "Happy Anniversary." Yeah, it's ours. One of those days I have to remember. LOL. Well, happy birthday, Jim and Paula. No, happy birthday, happy anniversary, Jim and Paula. Happy birthday to you. I'm a little goofy and loopy today, so forgive me. uh, Robert, manda oi para Ana Clara, Mata Verde, Brasil. No? Hello, Brasil. What's oi? I speak like 20% Portuguese, but oi, I don't know exactly what it means, and I could do translate, right? I cannot copy and paste from this screen. I don't know what it is. Anyway, well, thank you. I'll send you an oi. Hey, look who's here, Mr. Red Jaguar 100 Travels. Recently retired, so happy retirement to you. I saw your post on the Facebooks. Jill 69, happy Friday. Jim Forey. Yes, you said Cleveland quite a few times. I thought you might be talking Cleveland, Tennessee until you said the river. You also got chocolates from someone, and also Barb's Divinity. Oh, thank you for reminding me. I forget all the good stuff. Where did I put? Oh God. Oh no. Here it is. That refrigerator is like a black hole. Yeah, this is Barb's Divinity and some fudge. And yes, I'm saving this to share with Ely when she comes in uh, in 2 days. Woo! Well, thank you for reminding me, Jim. That's what I was forgetting. Non-alcoholic beer is the future. I only drink non-alcoholic now, and I love it. Better than regular beer. Been about 4 months now, and haven't had a real beer. Well, you said it. You haven't had a real beer. Um, hey, Natalie Driscoll from Down Under. Colin McSherry. Hey, Robert, is Seattle one of your favorite cities? What's your favorite city? See, Seattle is a very cool city. It's a it's a very 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 cool city. I really liked it when I was there. But there are many cities. I mean, there's something to be said always for New York, and uh, and I used to love San Francisco. I understand they're having some crime problems in San Francisco at the moment, but and there are cities like and the one that my mom loved, Charleston, South Carolina, is a beautiful city. Um, I mean, there's always New Orleans, right? But New Orleans, especially that French Quarter, but there's the Guardian District. I mean, I like a lot. Nashville, I love Nashville. Chattanooga, I mean, I could be going on and on. And one favorite, each city is special in its own way. Even LA, I love LA. Robert, I wonder if Turkey is in your to go list following years or months. I would say years, but yeah, I would love to see Istanbul, of course. And my mom went to this place where she took a balloon, Cappadocia, I think it's called, and I would love to visit that. So yeah, absolutely, I would love to I would love to visit Turkey. It seems to be a fascinating country. William Brody, I came late. Can you shout out a vets for Memorial Day? I'm a vet also. Yes, yes. Happy Memorial Day. I mean, yeah, definitely Memorial. I remember Memorial Day of 2016. I was in Nashville, Tennessee. That was my first time in Nashville. So, so yeah, we remember all our vets on this day, and we thank them for their service. My van life adventures. Hi, Robert. Have you checked out the Falls of the Ohio yet? Well, that's where we're going next, which is the spot where Lewis met Clark, and they named the town Clarksville for some reason. Brenda Withers, I guess I'll have to get a bicycle if cars go electric. Good to see your live. Hey, Pelican from Chickamauga, California, in Georgia. I can't even read anymore. What's an oi? Manda un oi para Clara Verde, Brasil. Oi is hi. Okay, hi, Clara Verde, Brasil. And the Young RVers, thank you for that super chat from the Young RVers. Happy Friday, Robert. Enjoyed that IPA for me. Can't drink this weekend, unfortunately. Working all weekend. Oh well, someone's gotta do it. By the beginning in this, but by the way, in these parts, it is the beginning of the camping season. So, oh, by the way, it was also great to meet up with the traveling Buckeyes, Corey and Christy at the meetup as well in Cincinnati. That's where the meetup was. Hello, Robert. Question, Robert, have you stopped at White Castle for a burger yet? Legendary Cincinnati restaurant like Skyline. I might do the Skyline tomorrow. White Castle I've had before, and I'll have it again. But yeah, I might stop at a Skyline tomorrow. I'm still on the fence about that cinnamon chili, but I mean, you gotta try it at least once, right? Uh, Hi, Robert. What's your favorite horror movie? You should visit Stanley Hotel in Estes Park, Colorado. Just so Shining. Shining is up there. The Exorcist would be up there, and any of the early except the number one, the ones with Jason, the Friday the 13th, part two or part three. Part four, I think, is the one that was done in stereoscopic. So, but I'm not a big horror movie fan. Just to put that into perspective, I watched some of those classics. Actually, Final Destination, I also enjoyed a lot. And I know what you did last summer. I liked, that time in the 90s when I used to go more to the movies and all that. So, yeah. Traveling Robert hit the algorithm now for quite some time on YouTube. I cannot let my autoplay go on without eventually ending up some of your great videos. You've done a wonderful job. So, thank you. And I've never been to Europe. Well, at some point next year, I would love to go back to Europe. And I have to plan my future travels well because there's so much I have to see, uh, and so much I want to see, both in the United States and in Europe. So Jeff Shea, thank you for that super chat. We need a new Minitini Lounge show for the road. As soon as I get back to Miami, we're gonna do one. That's for sure. So yeah, R.I.P. Ray Liotta. Yep, definitely. Uh, oh, Lee Green wants the bartender special. What's the bartender special? What's up, Robert? Are you going to Hershey this year? I want to say probably not, but it all depends. It all depends. I may. Uh, for sure, I'm gonna see if I can skip Tampa because I want to go out west. But Hershey, I might do. It all depends on Balloon Fiesta. There are many things happening during that time that are not confirmed yet, and that's the problem with this year. This is a year of non-confirmed things. I don't know if I'm gonna get the truck yet. I mean, it's there, it's built, and I trust Joe from South Carolina that he's gonna be able to get it to me. But I don't know. It's and but at least I know it's not gonna be ready by next week. That's why I already have dates for St. Louis and for Kansas City, so I can plan like 2 weeks ahead now. That's what I'm gonna do tonight after the live stream. Um, I'm gonna see if I can make reservations and whatnot. So we'll see. Me and my wife have been watching Leave It to Beaver. I've never watched Leave It to Beaver. I should start watching all those old classic things. And one of my goals in life is when I'm older and unable to travel as much. And that is something that I did when I was younger, and I haven't done it in a while. And I used to love doing this. And at the time, I had a decent TV and good audio system. Then I got a good TV and a bad audio system when we bought the house, and I want to have like the best TV I can afford when at the time, and get a nice Dolby Atmos system and watch all the movies I've missed, all the TV shows I've missed, and the good ones, of course, and some of the classics, and watch a movie every day, pretty much. But Sky Dids White Castle is a must-have. The only burger that you can say you can eat 8 to 10 burgers. I know. And the first time we had White Castle was like in our trip. That trip that I think did you see the pictures already from 1994 when I went with Ely? to New York and Washington D.C. and at the time, actually, we lost track of each other. I had a friend who was my probably my best friend in the short period of time when I lived in Spain. He was also Cuban. We both came to the United States during that period in 1988. But him and his parents, they moved to New York. I moved to Miami, but when in New Jersey, he lived in Jersey City or West New York, one of the two. And we reunited. And his uncle, he showed us around the whole place. He even took us to like Times Square that night, late at night, the same night we arrived. I forget his name, and we lost track of each other. My friend name was Gustavo, and and well, that guy introduced us to. That's a long story. That guy introduced us to White Castle at the time. Anthony Bridges, thank you for that super chat. In the trailer, eating dinner and watching Traveling Roberts as Memorial Day weekend begins. Doesn't get much better. Safe travels to you too. And yeah, it's getting cloudy now. It's getting cloudy outside. Look at that. And because of that tree, I don't have Starlink. What a tragedy this is. You know, I was gonna try Starlink because AT&T is kind of poor here, but T-Mobile with that fancy antenna and router that I have in the camper, the 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 Winegard 360. Actually, the one that I have here was kind of like a prototype that they never mass produced. And double cheeseburger at White Castle. You know, I've only always had the single. And there's a White Castle nearby, so maybe I'll have the. And another thing that I want to have in this, I know it's from Louisiana, but there's a bunch of them in this area, is Racing Canes, and I have to have a Racing Canes. Just had a Five Guys burger. I love Five Guys too. Oliver DeVries, which engine did you choose for the Silverado? And did you go with all-wheel drive? Yes, we have the 5.3 liter, the classic V8, and we have a four-wheel drive. Is the Trail Bus trim, so it should be capable to go out west and not get stuck. Robert, what's the tallest mountain you ever saw? I saw Mount Rainier, which is 14,441. My dad saw Denali, 20,000 in height. I saw Denali when it was still called McKinley, and I saw that in 2010. I'm from the Windy High Desert in California, from Errol Wilson and Chris Cowgill. My wife and I bought our traveling rubber shirts, mugs. My hubby has the hat, and of course a sticker. Well, thank you very much. Uh, Thank you, man. And by the way, if you guys want to get some of my merch, and I have to add some stuff that it's one of those things that I never get to, because my number one priority is to release a video every Sunday, and then merch. Yeah, it's a source of income, and I love when you guys show up at the meetup. So whenever I see you at a campground wearing my T-shirt or my hats or whatnot, that's super cool. But I don't know. I don't get to update it as often as I should. But yeah, go to travelingrobert.com and click on merch. Or if you're watching the video on YouTube, there should be a merch, like a banner underneath, and that'll take you to my store. And they have all kinds of stuff there. So yeah. Joel Shapiro, do you consider yourself a United States citizen? Do you consider yourself a Cuban? Everybody else? I'm a United States citizen. I was born in Cuba, and that's how I say it, because I've been in the United States for so long that I mean, yeah, I'm an American at this point. I, Good evening, Mr. Robert. Miami Heat is in town against the Boston Celtics. Are you into basketball? Not really. I mean, I enjoy the game like everybody else. If I'm in a group of people and they're watching the game, I'll root for my Heat, of course. But I've never been a big sports fan. I mean, my sport of choice is baseball. That's because I grew up watching baseball. That's what that's the main sport when I was growing up back in Cuba. But yeah, Are you still planning to visit the Great Falls? Yes, I am. Yes, I am. We have steak over the fire and a bud in your hands. Happy Memorial Weekend. Happy Memorial Weekend, everybody. And this bud's for you. Which, by the way, this time I am not going to visit Anheuser-Busch. Most likely not in St. Louis. Let's do all the rest of St. Louis. I am going to go to the Arch just because when I went to the Arch the last time it was under construction, and I hear now they have a beautiful museum underground there with stuff about Lewis and Clark. So this is what's coming up now. Is like the real beginning of the Lewis and Clark Trail. It begins in St. Louis. The one I extended to Pittsburgh just because that's where Lewis left from. For Robert, what's for dinner tonight? I have no idea what I'm gonna eat. Probably a sandwich, to be honest. I don't have anything. I have burgers. I have all kinds of stuff there, but it's frozen. So, and we'll see. I'm not gonna drive anywhere because I've been after this beer I don't feel like going into the city. But Crystal Burgers are very similar to White Castle. Yes, they are. Hello, El Paso, Texas, and Steve Reinhardt. Wait till Illy gets back to eat White Castles. Not a good idea when sleeping in Minitini III. Hoy means hi, Spanish hola. Paulo Delgado. Obrigado. I didn't know that, with all the Portuguese that I've heard in my life. And even there's a Brazilian singer, Roberto Carlos, and he has his albums in Spanish and the same songs he sings in Portuguese. And sometimes I prefer the Portuguese versions because it is his native language and somehow they sound better. So, and it's so understandable. Racing Canes are in Minnesota too. Yeah, Racing Canes are good. I think you and Illy would love Joe Huber's winery about 20 miles north of the Falls of Ohio in Indiana. Huh? We'll go there. I mean, we have not plenty of time, and this is the thing. Illy's going to be working. So, hey, Mr. Robert, could you do a cost breakdown of what it costs to travel like you? I'm not that organized. It is the way that I travel right now, and I consider it a little bit of a business expense, to be honest. It's a little expensive. I'm traveling a lot. Gas is expensive. I'm saying I'm staying. I mean, this place is not bad. This place is a state park. It's like $40, but it can get expensive, especially if you start eating out a lot. Um, so I'm thinking I'm gonna start cooking a little more in the RV, especially now in the part of the country like farther out west, uh, like from Kansas City. I mean, you cannot go to Kansas City and not have some Kansas City barbecue, right? So or St. Louis for that matter. But between Kansas City and probably like Montana, I'm gonna try to cook in the RV a little more. Shirley Benoit, thank you for that super chat. Jerome App, ooh, the Arch. I was there in 1995. I was in high school from the National DECA convention. Taking the elevator up the arch is like getting in your dryer and sitting on a tractor seat. I hear it has more in common with Ferris wheel than a regular elevator. It's because you go almost vertical and then by the end you're going like this. So it's a unique engineering marvel right there. Hope to make it to Mount Rushmore in the weeks to come. Me too. I mean, um, Keynes is so good. I agree. Hey, I'm Joe Lewis. Hey, I'm Jose, watching from Salt Lake City, Utah. I like your videos. I enjoy a lot. Thanks so much and keep up. I am Mexican from Acapulco, Guerrero. Guerrero. Great job, buddy. One of these days I'm gonna go to Acapulco. I hear it's one of the most beautiful beaches in Mexico. Maybe I'll go down there in an RV. I saw that keep your daydream, go up the arch. The elevator cars have not changed at all. No, the elevator cars are the same. They're like these little eggs, but but they they have a. But when I was there, everything was in construction. Even that park in front of the arch was like, and not now it's all pretty. So we have to do it. Jim in DC, huge thanks to everyone who served. Always remember those who made the ultimate sacrifice. Yes, sir. And talking of those who served, I don't know if he's still here. He was. I spent a couple of days with Greg Casita RV Live, and it's his birthday today. So if he's watching after the fact, happy birthday, Greg! And yeah, we spent two days camping together here in uh, a little farther east from here, in Winton Woods, east and north from here. What wasn't Goonies filmed in the town where Lewis and Clark journey ended? Kind of, sort of. They filmed it in Astoria, Oregon, right? And Lewis and Clark, I think Seaside is the official spot where they have the monument and all that. But close enough. It's a couple miles away, and also in Haystack Rock. What's the name of that beach? Ooh, somebody will tell me. Cannon Beach. Cannon Beach. Have you ever done a tour of Minitini III? If not, that would be a cool thing to do. I did a video when I first got it. I don't call it a tour. I wouldn't call it a tour. I'm gonna do a tour. Actually, before I actually I should do a tour before I I return it, and to tell you all the things that I like, the things that some things that I don't like, and undocumented features. There's a couple of things that are not on the manual, that are not on the advertising, that are really cool, that I discovered by goofing, by making mistakes, and yeah, stay tuned for that. Traveling Robin average, how many miles do you travel when visiting your next city? Well, I've been averaging 200 to 300 on this trip. I'd like to lower that. Right, like right now, from here to Louisville is like 100 and change, so that's not gonna be a very long trip. And then from Louisville, we're going to Paducah, which is 100 and something miles. From Paducah is gonna be a little bit of a longer haul to Kansas City. I mean to St. Louis. So yeah, okay. Naim Torrar, hello from Pakistan. Enjoying your videos almost daily these days. We're watching videos from 2018, 2019, and most recent years. You are the best. Thank you so much. Thank you, Naim. And one of these days, I hope to visit Pakistan. Jesus Lover, thank you for that super chat. Hola, Robert. When you and your lovely coming down our way here in San Antonio again. Safe travels, Laurie. Most likely January. And actually, there was a lovely couple at the meetup. They're from near New Braunfels, Texas. Uh, Christopher and Blanca. Christopher and Blanca, and they offered to organize a meetup. So we might have a San Antonio slash Austin meetup somewhere at the halfway point down there, maybe Hill Country, and that is gonna be in January. And maybe we can get Jason the pilot to join us as well, and give everybody rides on the no. We got our RV Starlink came the next day. Yeah, I hear RV Starlink is pretty much the same that I have right now, except that you can pause the service, and that's a good feature actually. Uh, Goonies was filmed in Astoria. There's an Oregon Film Museum in Astoria. Visit the Astoria Column. Yes, Astoria Column, and I visited when I was there back in 2019, but and that's when I started noticing actually was that trip all the different Lewis and Clark monuments around places that I was going, and I knew about the expedition, but I didn't really know about the expedition. That's why I decided, as I traveled so much, I decided to would it be a cool idea to just follow the whole trip. And of course, this is just a an overview of the trip, not an overview, a guideline. I'm not. This is not gonna be like the National Geographic documentary about the Ken Burns documentary of the Lewis and Clark and Sacagawea and York and all that, but it's a guideline to see also what's nearby. We might even go to Glacier National Park. Gabriel, yes, hello, Gabby. Actually, I saw hello from Journey, Ryder, and Ryan. And so sorry we're late. We needed groceries. Hey, you gotta eat, right? But and then yeah, we did a FaceTime with Journey last night. Journey and Ryder, as we were driving back to the RV park. Yeah, Jim insisted, so it was great to see them. Journey has grown so much since we first met back in 2020. Richard Carnahan, Robert, you must be getting killed with gas prices. How many miles per gallon you get? Um, Hey, Duke Chebs, I hadn't seen you. Good night, all. I'm out. No, don't be out. Well, thank you for being here. I didn't notice you were in the chat. Uh, so hello to you and Sandra. Um, gas prices. I mean, it is what it is. What can you do? Casita told me that Bucky's in was it in Kentucky? It's at 3.99. So if you're in the area, Jim in DC, the Lewis and Clark National Historical Park, roughly where they spend their winter before heading home. It's just south of Astoria, small airport. If they only knew the future, they could have flown, right? If they knew in the future, they could have flown. Jerome App, I hear that RV Starlink has deprioritized service. So if you're in an area with a lot of Starlink subscribers, the perm location subscriber get priority over the mobile subscribers. I think the same thing happens with the portability, which is what I have right now. I'm pretty sure like the ones that have their home address get priority, which kind of makes sense, if you will. I mean, I don't think right now that service has reached the saturation level that you will really get much deprioritized, but we'll see. The only thing is, I have not been able to use it as much. I mean, it's getting cloudy out there. Out there, you can't really see it from that angle, but yeah. Hey, by the way, KG, thank you for that super chat. Happy 50th anniversary to Ed and Donna Grimes. Happy anniversary. Happy anniversary to Ed and Donna. Happy anniversary to you. Da-da-dum, bum, boom, boom. Rich life of road trips. I'm 6 hours from the Blue Ridge Mountains. Next year, you have to pay $6 for parking. Yeah, I heard something about that. Well, what can you do? I love Bucky's. So both in Florida. Yes. Just visited Bucky's in Macon, Georgia. Yeah. I mean, the best are still in Texas. I don't think it's the same. I don't, the ones in Texas they have tater tots, and I'm not a tater hater. So, Maxine Oliver, hello also to RVDJ, Lucky Dog Productions, Red Jaguar. Oh, everybody's here. Lisa, Robin Minkler, and Alfredo Sanchez. Robert, when are you having safety video for us RV beginners? A video of what you look for when you leave your RV to visit specific town, what items to have for wild animals. I don't know. I may do a video about that at some point, specifically like that. Um, if you're in bear country, I would have bear spray. Otherwise, plenty of water and something to eat, and beer is cheaper than gas. Drink beer and watch Robert. Hey, that's a good idea. What brand of lithium batteries do you have on board? I have Lithionics. I posted a video about them last Wednesday or the Wednesday before, actually. So, yep, on the portability, but I'd rather have the prioritized service than none. That's true. And I mean, I have it here. This is not the best area to use Starlink because, as you can see, there are a lot of trees. But once we hit those open spaces out west, and over here, there's internet almost everywhere. Let's face it. I mean, you if you go like deep into the mountains, yeah, there are some areas that you're gonna have nothing, and you're gonna have trees, and then, what can you do? You just need a long pole, maybe. But other than that, out west is where we're gonna take advantage of it the most, I think. How many miles on the Colorado from Guillermo Duran? About 115 and change, almost 116 at this point. Uh, Mark Harman, great view out that window. Yes. Jill Lee Sainz, have you traveled into Mexico in your RV? Not yet, but definitely, I want to do it. Maybe next year after Quartzite. We'll see. We'll see how everything is at that point, and I'll go down to Algodones. Although I wouldn't mind spending a couple of days in Baja California, to be honest about it. Uh, I might want to do it with somebody else, or maybe if we can do like a small caravan, that might work better. Because I have never been to Mexico, and there's always that fear of the unknown, right? Aaron, Seaside, Oregon is also a very good town with lots of good ice cream and fun things to do downtown and at the beach. Definitely going this time. Last time I was in Oregon, I skipped it, but this time I'm definitely going. Uh, Spots by the lake. Oh, that's I'm interrupting an ongoing conversation here, so I'll keep going. You have a new RV, don't you, traveling Robert? Well, this is Minitini III, which is technically not mine. This belongs to Winnebago. They just let me borrow it, and but yeah. Steve, ask Robert about gas prices. He has to stop and take a big drink of his IPA. LOL. Well, this one's a gunner. I'm gonna have to get it. It's my mom. Haven't seen anybody seen my mom. If my mom is not on, I'm gonna have a second one because today I need it. 675 a gallon. No, I'm gonna keep going. Hey, going places from Zimbabwe. Hello, Robert and Pelican heads. Uh, inside joke. Uh, Karen Talon, I enjoy your videos so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Would you recommend the Chevy Colorado? It's been good to me. I mean, gas and synthetic oil for 150 miles is a pretty good record. The transmission had a little bit of a hiccup at the beginning, but and it fixed itself and it hasn't had it anymore. So that's the only thing. It's good. It's been a good truck. I cannot complain. I know some people have to talk about unreliability. Granted, it's been all highway miles, mostly towing miles, but all highway miles. But let me tell you, I haven't had a single problem. Just change the filters and good gas and good oil. And Jeffrey D. Bartolo, thank you for that super chat. Have a great Memorial Day weekend. Safe travels, leaving to go to Pennsylvania from New York City, visiting the traffic, waiting for the visiting the traffic. I'm waking up, but I still can't read. Waiting for the traffic to die down. Oceanside, California is a good town to have a meetup. I agree. I really like Oceanside. Did they ever restore the Top Gun house? Because when I was there, it had like chain link all around it, and they were gonna build like big hotel next to it. So I don't know. Um, Maxine Oliver, I love the way Mom hugged the cherry blossom tree in DEC video. I'm glad she had a nice time. Robert, where is Mom? I don't know where Mom is. I text and sent her a text like I do every time, yeah, right before the live stream, but maybe she's distracted. And now at 7 p.m. her novela begins. So I'll call her at 8. Rich life of road trips, rich life. I know it was longer, thin, the one you first had. Yeah. Hey, Robert, good to spend time with you here tonight. The Silverado sounds great. Traveling Morton and Sue. Yes, I think so too. Lara Gunnett, where are you broadcasting from this evening? We are in Kentucky. Well, I am in Kentucky. I'm flying solo for this short part of the trip. Really, coming back in 2 days. I'm really looking forward to that. I traveled, Jimmy, Florida. I traveled when I was young. Now at 68, I'm not traveling anymore. Staying right here in Fort White. Good place to be. Joe Lewis, please don't go into Mexico. My best recommendation. You look great. Please stay in USA for experience. I want to go into Mexico. I want to get it. It's. I don't want to stay in the same. I mean, of course, you could spend a lifetime in the United States and not see anything. But I want to go to Mexico. I want to go to Australia. I want to go back to Europe. Um, at some point, I want to go at least into Asia, at least into Japan. I mean, so if you will allow me, I'll risk it. Yes, you need to stay at Fort Stevens State Park when you're in Oregon. I'll check it out, Fort Stevens. I'm gonna add it to my list right now. Oh, it looks lovely. There's like a shipwreck there. All right, and oh, I see where it is. Okay, that's right there in between like Seaside and right and Astoria. It's in that peninsula on the mouth of the Columbia River. Yeah, definitely. We just bought an Ionic 5 EV, so the only gas we have to buy is anymore is for the RV. Well, that's cool. Lewis and Clark reached the ocean at Ilwaco and spent the winter at Seaside. Yes, that is correct. And they did a referendum, if you will. And interesting fact: for the first time, a woman, Native American no less, and a black slave were able to vote in anything in this country. So that's a little interesting fact there for you. Uh, Hello, traveling Rob from John Shocker from Waterbury, Connecticut. Nice to see you today. Love your video last Sunday. You did a wonderful job with it, CC. Thank you so much, John Shocker. I really appreciate it. You being here for such a long time. Have you ever visited theme parks during your travels? It's been a while. We did Cedar Point up in. That's more like an amusement park. But over the years, I've been to most of the Disney parks. I haven't been to Animal Kingdom, but my favorite used to be always Epcot. Epcot Center used to be called. Now it's just Epcot. So Top Gun House was relocated from its original address at Pacific Street and Seagate Drive to the beachfront courtyard of Mission Pacific Hotel. So well, there you go. Maybe your mom is watching Leave It to Beaver. I don't know if she knows what that is, but Joe Lewis, you look great person. Don't change for anything. Stay solid and firm like you are in personality. Thank you so much. And yes, the Top Gun house is amazing, fully restored, and it's a pie shop. I don't know if I'm gonna make it all the way down to Ocean City in San Diego. I mean, Oceanside in San Diego. This trip. I know I'm probably gonna make it to Los Angeles, but I don't know. You gotta YouTube the Ichinuki this summer. Yes, right here in Fort White. Definitely have to give my home state of Florida more love at some point. Last year had a rich life for road trips. Last year I had an oil cooler go bad on my Class C Ford V10. Then I thought it was my head gasket blown, but it was an old cooler. All right. Hi, Robert. Any advice on finding RV friendly land in Florida? A realtor or company specialized on RV land. Well, in the first video of my RV land Florida, I mentioned the name of my realtor. You can call him. His name is Shannon Wyrick, and I don't have his number here right now. But go ahead and watch that video. Just type on the YouTube search "finding RV landing" or something like that. It's on my channel. At some point, I should make a longer video, just putting those two together. That was my plan originally, and I never did, but I will at some point. Maybe I'll do a part 3 now that everything is, settled. It's Domo arigato. You could do Baja California in caravan with Paul and Lorena. Yeah, are they going back? I don't know. I haven't spoken to them in a year. I know he was working at Disney World in Florida. They were not traveling as much anymore. But yeah, maybe I'll take up kite surfing as well. So thank you everybody for the updates on the Top Gun house. Uh, Chris Schneider, my wife and I recently started watching your videos and enjoying them all. Thank you so much and welcome to the club. And Hoang Guang Wang Non. Memorial Day is next week, Mr. Robert. No, it's Monday, right? This is Memorial Day weekend. Yes. Have you ever traveled to Arkansas in your RV? Yes, I have. I stayed at a harvest host somewhere in the middle of Arkansas near Telegraph Mountain, which is the highest point in the state. And I stayed at that RV park by the river in Little Rock, downtown Riverview, I think it's called. And yeah, I liked it. I want to go back. I want to go back. Seems like a nice state. So I have to go back to Arkansas. I want to visit the northern part, the Ozarks, and all that. Hey Robert, how much do you pay these moderators? I recommend 100% increase because they are awesome. Don't give them any ideas. But moderators, Sue and RBDG and everybody else, you get 100% increase right now. You get 100% of my love. Hey Robert, say hi to Cooper, H4, Colton, H2, and Cruz, 6 months. Hi Cooper, Colton, and Cruz. Boot up and Bay Sharp. Try to check out Big Bone Licks State Historic Site and Park while you're in the area. We'll certainly do, which happens to be a Lewis and Clark Trail site as well. Uh, Hi Robert, question: do you ever experience very bad storm during your travels? I had to change my plans last weekend in Ontario, Canada. I have. The worst was probably that derecho in Iowa. In that was in 2020. Uh, which it could have been very bad, and thanks to um, a warning from our friend Steve from Des Moines, Iowa. Um, I was able to park and wait it out just in time for the opening of the new Top Gun Maverick movie. The historic Top Gun house is up and running with a new look, a pie shop. I'm gonna have to make the trek to Southern California to all the way to San Diego. Am I not? Because I'm a Top Gun fan. The first one. I haven't watched the second one, but yeah, that was one of those like marquee movies of the '80s, right? 1986, if I recall correctly. Which I never watched it in '86. I think the first time I watched it was, the thing with hats make my head hot. Uh, I think the first time I watched it was like in the early '90s, on VHS. A movie like that would have never been played in the movie theater in Cuba. Your moderators deserve it. They are great. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. I haven't really monitored the chat much, but I know they. I see Naked HD. Oh man, yeah. Uh, ban those people. That storm had a golf-sized hail. Yeah, I didn't get to see the hail, but we spent it at a restaurant with super nice folks. Uh, Anan and his friends and his cousin, and yeah, we had the hugest pork loin sandwich in Iowa. Yes, come up to Oceanside, have a meetup. We'll be there. Yeah, we can do a Southern California meetup. Last time I did one impromptu one it was up in. It's kind of far from there, up in Anaheim, and we only got two people. But it was great because one of them worked at Disneyland, and we got a. They took all of us to a quick 2 hour, 1 hour and a half tour of Disneyland, real quick. Uh, do you do any rock hounding or crystal collecting in your travels? I would love to, but I don't get out much. Space in an RV is so limited that I don't really collect too many things from the road. Hi, Sue and Sonia. Is in 100% of zero still zero? Yeah, Sue, Sonia, Red Jaguar, Mr. CLT. Who else is a moderator here? Ely is a moderator too. She just doesn't comment a whole lot. And I wonder what my mom forgot, or if she fell asleep, or something happened. Hi, Robert. Do you get a carport over Minitini I? Not yet, but it's coming. It's coming. Actually, the guy called me first. It's those things that nowadays, back in the day, when FedEx told you we're going to deliver on Monday, it was Monday, not Friday or Tuesday. It was Monday. Now they can come Friday, can come Tuesday. Doesn't matter. Same thing with this roof. They say we're 3 months out. Supply chain and whatnot. And now the guy calls me. Can we come May 19? He called me like a month ago. I'm like, I mean, whatever I was in West Virginia. So I told him I would call him back whenever I get back to Florida. Uh, I'll do that. If you're interested in borders, oh, there you go, Aaron Urban. It's a library and theater in Vermont and Quebec where you can walk between the U.S. and Canada inside. That would be super cool. And I want to visit also that Peace Park, Friendship Park, the Friendship Arch out west. What's the itinerary when you visit Paducah? We're not gonna do much. We're gonna visit. It's a fort on the other side of the river, which name I forget now. We're just probably gonna uh, take a stroll around downtown Paducah, and maybe have an IPA at the local saloon, and that's about it. Hey, Mr. Seth Lemons, El Figuera, I have a couple for sale. Oh, you're selling your property? We're not gonna be neighbors anymore. I know Apple and Rob are selling the Captain's Hideaway, which is kind of a bummer, but I understand their point of view. Top Gun bar scene was filmed at a Kansas City barbecue in San Diego. They advertised themselves as the location of the sleazy bar scene. That's where they sang that song, She's Lost That Loving Feeling, right? Best diamond field around here is the Diamond Crater State Park in Arkansas. They found 2 carats a month so ago. Wow. Yeah, at some point I'm gonna go back to Arkansas. Super nice people. Some of the nicest people around the country are in Arkansas. Redmond R. Enjoy Memorial Day weekend. Go Miami Heat, and thank you for that super chat. Thank you so much. Hey, Michelle K is back. The Diabetic Diet Show. Hi, Robert James from Chicago. I'm getting my camper in August or September. Will you be at any events? Can catch up. You to say hi. Um, August of September. I'm during that time I might be back at home base in Florida. You need to visit the Leeches at in Paris, Tennessee. I'm still looking forward to the Minions: The Rise of Gru movie. I didn't know they were doing another one of those. I will enjoy that. I think those were the funniest movies in the past 20 years. And yeah, Seth, tell us about your property. Oh, not selling mine. Okay, you're not selling yours. You just have otherwise. Okay, that's good. That's good to know because we gotta spend some time together up there in Perry at some point. Paducah, make sure you check out the cool murals on the flood wall along the river. Yes, I've seen them. I was there when the year of the eclipse, when we went to see the eclipse in 17, summer of 17. Oh, the Great Balls of Fire song at the Top Gun bar. Okay. Have you ever met your ice Clarence Thomas? I've heard he's a big RV guy. No, I haven't. Question: Have you been through the derecho in Iowa in 2020? How bad was it? Well, I was inside a restaurant. It felt like maybe a Category 2 or 3 hurricane. The good thing is it only lasted like half an hour, maybe, and a regular hurricane it could be hours. So yeah, I mean, I wonder what happened to my mom. Did I send that text? Yes, I did. I'll call her when we finish here. When in Paducah, must go see the National Quilt Museum. Yes, I've seen it. I've seen the. I was when I was there. I saw the sign, and I'm like, should I not? How good could a quilt museum be? But this time we're gonna see it. We're gonna visit it. Oh, it is a harvest host. Plenty of RV parking and walk to all points downtown. Now you sold me on the quilt museum. That's probably where we're gonna spend the night if it is not too hot. Thanks for saying so to the boys. Robert loved it. And when you come out to SoCal, we have to have a meetup. Definitely, definitely. Mr. Frosty, hello. Do you ever listen to Dogman Encounters with Big Confield? It's some bizarre stuff, and I haven't. Just look back at the old streams, and they are generally 109. Coincidence? We get more time today, though. Yes, Justice. Stupid Google is the beer. It's probably the. It's probably Google. Ah, Brody. You must watch the Battle of Midway. It's a classic for Memorial Day. I'm gonna check out Just to Watch, which is I get distracted. Just Watch. It's a website that tells you if you want to watch a particular movie where it is in all the streaming services. Red Jaguar made it back. Welcome back, Mr. Herbie. We have to camp together at some point. Um, should I start wrapping this up? Lot to do in Louisville this weekend. Well, do tell, do tell. Mm-hmm. I work at the Disney RV DJ. Guess good for you. Okay, I don't see any okay moderators back to 100%. Yeah, is Mr. CLT here as well? That would be. Do you drive in Mexico or just USA? One of these days, I'm gonna drive in Mexico. All right, and the chat is alive again. Buenas tardes, Mr. Robert. We just did the Panhandle Coast and passed through Perry. Nice little town. We like the Veterans Park. Yeah, Perry's a nice little town. But you have to get down a little more to where we are, really, which is by the Keaton Beach area, which is right by the Gulf of Mexico. The beaches are not great, but it's a beautiful area for boating and fishing and neon pony. Oh yeah, I wake up early tomorrow to help place flags for Memorial Day veterans' graves. That's a very honorable job, neon pony. And things about moms is they keep tabs on you where you're young, and from my experience, I'm always trying to keep tabs on her now. Yeah, yes, Robert, call your mom. I'm gonna call her as soon as we finish here. And she probably just forgot. But she didn't go to sleep on last night until I got back home from the meetup and called her. Ernesto Chaparro. I have Free My RV song on my cell phone ringtone. Saludos desde Puerto Rico, Robert. Free My RV. Yay. All right, everybody. I am going to start wrapping this up. Has Minitini I ever been out of the USA before? Yes, it went into Vancouver, Canada. Don't keep us in suspense. Call mom. How long have you been traveling? Probably all my life, but like full time like this since 2017. Not full time, but like you know what I mean. Not having a separate job. Uh, I smuggled my dog back and forth the border at Tijuana. It was crazy back then. Oh man, nowadays they probably wouldn't allow that, right? I almost forgot until you mentioned Memorial Day. Waiting for your so-called meetup when, beach lover? That would be probably sometime in August, to be honest. Um, all right, I'm gonna wrap it up. Happy Memorial Day, everybody. Have a great weekend, and I'm gonna call my mom now, and I'll leave you with a view of the outside of our campsite here. And these people have no idea they are on live television, and that there are how many of you watching right now? Oh wow, 438. We peaked at 458, so we are near the peak. So everybody, as always, thank you so much for watching, and see you on the road. Cause I'm riding in my RV, wherever I want to be. Cause I'm free in my RV. And I'll have my voice back tomorrow. I mean, next time we see each other. Which, let me see my calendar here real quick. The next time we see each other here on the virtually on the YouTubes, we'll probably be in St. Louis, Missouri. See you on the road. Bye, guys.